Hey, hopefully future here, back with another video real quick. Just put on my heart that I needed to kind of talk about the spiritual journey, being on the spiritual journey, and what that walk looks like. So, it's probably not what you think it is, especially if you're coming from a religious background. I know that hung me up for a long time with my religious background, and seeing stuff and confusing it with what it wasn't, to say the least. Until I read a passage from the Bible that talks about the 4 levels of spirituality, and it went through the different levels, and I understood that church religion is just the 2nd level, and that people, get stuck on levels. And so it just really depends on you as a person, because everybody has their own journey that they go on. That helped me a lot, because what I was feeling and what I was being told in the religious community as a Christian were not coinciding with each other. So it made me feel like everything that I thought, everything that I felt, everything that I knew was wrong, because it did not coincide with the teachings of religion. But when I read that passage, I'll have to find that passage and I'll post it. But when I read that passage about the 4 levels of spirituality, I realized that I was past level 2, which is the religious stage. And that's why things did not line up, which I did not understand at the time. And then going to other religious people, from church, pastors, bishops, ministers, elders in the church, my mom, different people. I couldn't get any clarity on what I was feeling versus what was being taught, what I was seeing versus what was being instilled. And it was very confusing and conflicting for me. I had to seriously go through the dark night of the soul in order for me to realize that I could not put a square peg in a round hole. I was different. And that's really what it was. I was different. But it took me a long time to come to that realization. Like I said, I tried to force it for so long till I ended up having to go through a dark night of the soul. And if you don't know what the dark night of the soul is, it's where Spirit will whoop your ass for not doing what you were supposed to do. Spirit gives you a lot of signs, a lot of symbols. Sometimes it's very blatantly obvious, and then sometimes it's subtle. But there are signs that are sent to you for you to make better decisions, informed decisions, calculated decisions, so that you don't get taken care of. Spirit wants you to use your discernment. Everybody has discernment. Some people have stronger discernment than others, but everybody has discernment. And so Spirit wants you to use your discernment to decide if this is right or if this is wrong. Should I do it? Should I not? Should I deal with this person? Should I not? Should I go into business with this person? Should I not? Should I go to this location or should I not? Should I participate in this or should I not? Spirit gives you discernment to make these decisions. A lot of times we don't use our discernment. We use, our mind or our heart or our ego. A lot of times it's coming from ego. And what a lot of people don't realize is ego is low vibrational. And so with that being said, the ego is going to keep you doing something that is comfortable, safe, easy. It's not going to get you to where you can elevate, because it's there as like I call it a governor, which a governor is like on the big trucks like the 18-wheelers and stuff so that they can't go over a certain speed. The ego is kind of like that. It won't let you go above what it feels is comfortable and safe for you, which fear should not even be in your soul. We are not fearful beings. We are not. We're very strong-minded, strong-willed, and we fear nothing. So with ego putting that in your mind and in your heart that you should fear things, that's wrong. So with that being said, we have to work past that, which is hard to do because all of your life you've been dealing with it, and it's been so-called protecting you, keeping you safe, But if you want to elevate to the next level, you've got to leave that ego behind. I was under the impression that the ego is what was driving me. No, the ego is what was driving me straight to that dark night of the soul, because I thought that doing what the ego wanted me to do was going to get me to where I needed to go. I didn't realize I needed to look beyond, go within, but also look beyond what was comfortable, what was safe, what I had always done, what I knew to be okay. I had to, find that out and do something different, which was very hard, but well worth it. At this point, I'm so glad I did, and I can't understand why I didn't do it sooner. But while I was in the process of getting to this point, it was very hard, and I couldn't understand why I was having to go through it. Now I understand completely why I had to go through it. It was just, what I had to go through. When I'm given all of these signs and, Spirit is trying to help me out, I'm not paying no attention. I'm just doing whatever I want to do. I'm not listening. I'm not paying attention to the signs. I'm not reading. I'm not meditating. I'm not doing my spiritual baths. I'm not burning any sage. I'm not lighting any candles. As a Christian, I really thought all of that stuff was black magic. I really did. I thought it was very cut and dry. I thought, you did religion or you did all that other stuff. There was I didn't even know what spirituality was. I thought spirituality and religion was the same thing. So that's what I'm saying. It's very intricate. It's not so cut and dry. And I think that was part of the problem that I had. Religion had made me think that that's how it was. It was either you were with the church or you were with the devil. It was, that cut and dry. And it's not. And since I've been on this journey, my spiritual journey, I've come to realize that a lot of what religion taught, I now understand. To me, religion teaches in cliches. And so if you don't understand the cliche, or if there's not one that fits your situation, then you don't really get any clarity or whatever. And to me, the cliches don't give any clarity either. It's just a phrase that people are saying during a certain situation. But with spirituality, the more I studied, and that was my next thing. I wanted to study. I wanted to find out more. I wanted to meditate. I wanted to pray. I wanted to be closer to Spirit, to God. I wanted to do these things. With religion, it was almost like somebody was like forcing me to pull my own tooth because I was not comfortable in religion. What they were teaching and what I was feeling was two different things. And religion made me feel as though I was a bad person, or I had bad ways because of how I thought and like just my natural abilities that I have. It really made me feel like my gifts were a curse, and that I was just basically destined to go to hell because I could see things and I did know things, So yeah, if you are on your journey and you are experiencing, say, a conflict within yourself about religion and spirituality, That's understandable. But you have discernment. You have your inner self that you can go to. You can go to God, spirit, whatever you want. You refer to your higher power as your higher being is, and you can ask for help. They will help you. That's not a problem. Your ancestors, your angels, archangels, they're all there to help you. And like religion teaches about angels and archangels, but they don't tell you that they're there to help you. Well, in my religious teachings, they didn't teach us that. To me, the angels and archangels were in the Catholic religion, and I was raised AME, so I didn't know a lot about that because it was in my mind in the Catholic religion. The burning of the candles and everything, all of that was Catholic. So there are a lot of similarities in religion that mirror or coincide with things in the spiritual. It's not separate, but it is whatever it is for you. Now, for me, the going to church every Sunday and conforming to what the preacher says, and making sure that I'm there so people can see me and all, that's not for me. But some people, they need that, and so that's where they need to be. That's not for me. It's not for me. But it used to be. So I'm not knocking anybody, for going to church or anything like that or whatever. But if you have been called to walk on a spiritual journey past the second level of spirituality, and you're called to walk on the third or the fourth level oneness, where you are completely one with spirit, then you're going to have to let the religion part go, because you're going to the next step. Not saying completely walk away from it, but just know that that's not your home in the second step, and that you've got to get to the point of where you're supposed to be mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And I know that's hard, but it's necessary. It's necessary. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully this helped someone. I'm just doing what I'm told. I'm sitting here and Spirit says, make a video. Okay, I'll make a video. I don't know what I'm going to say. But when I get on here, then I have a whole conversation. So I know that it is divinely guided. And I just thank you for watching. And if this is for you, then I hope you truly did get something out of it. And I hope it helps you on your journey. If it's not for you, then, take what part is and what part isn't. Don't worry about it. You all have a great day and hope for the future.